love the countdown. It's kind of cool that it actually is like, it's like takeoff, like, okay, now we're live. Like it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom.
I know we need the clapper thing, like in Hollywood, where they go, take
Right,
one.
right. And then they go 5, 4, like they count it down. So we need one of those. We need one of those people too.
That's true. We need a director,
We need it. Well, yeah, that's
like a
true.
director's chair and one of those megaphones.
That's true. That's true.
Somebody
So,
else, you suck. Get off my stage.
all right. Guests coming on, no worries. We'll
No,
love it.
no.
Great.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's okay.
Oh man, I love
Well, hi
it.
guys. If you're just joining us, we're just getting started. Sharon and Jenna here. It's Friday night. It's been a long week. We all each have our little beverage. I'm Corona. Wait a minute, it's the wrong way.
I love that you're drinking Corona. Did you hear that people stopped buying Corona? I mean, not everyone, obviously, but when this started, there was a lot of people that are like, well, I'm not going to buy Corona beer.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It's crazy, but I mean, did it mean that you were able to find Corona beer real easily, I suppose?
Costco.
There you
I
go.
found it at Costco. God love
Costco. Right on, right on. I'm doing I think you had an idea that we might have to share recipes on our happy hour when we do the happy hour ones each week. Because I am like, as a chemist, of course, I like to mix things and I like to create things. And one of my other past lives, I did bartend during college, and I always loved coming up with all the different ideas and blends. And I'm like, oh, that would be kind of fun to share different drinks and mixes and fun things like that. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Yes.
I also thought earlier today, due to a slight time frame of stress eating, we share our favorite stress eating snacks. We wouldn't really admit it in real life, but I do have two favorites.
What was your
at all time right now?
I'm anxious to hear what was your stress eating today?
So I love the Cheetos, the puff cheddar Cheetos.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then my new favorite thing is Nick gluten-free vanilla wafers dipped into chocolate frosting.
Yeah. I used to like the vanilla frosting with wafers way back when. I've done it in a long time, but I remember like getting the Nilla wafers, whatever they were like. Remember those? Maybe they still have them. I don't know.
Yep,
and then
Nilla wafers,
white frosting. Yeah. So
just sit and dip.
Yep. For those of us, so my son just came back from walking the cat. So
I love it.
Okay. It did rain. Oh, it started raining on him. Okay, well, there you go. So, as you guys, if you're watching live or you're watching it later, we're just having fun. We're just talking. We're having our happy hour chat. We'll talk a little Daisy Blue, but this is really, let's just talk positivity and fun and, binge eating and drinking. No, no. But we are here
talking about, how do you do it all? How do you keep work together, especially when you're working at home? I know I look up and I'm like, ooh, the dishes need to be done. The laundry needs to be done. There's always something that needs to be done at home. And so trying to figure out that balance between like, okay, I'm just not going to answer the phone for 30 minutes and I'm going to clean. Yeah. But that doesn't happen. I mean, I used to think the reason my house was never clean is because I didn't have time.
Right.
Now I know it's because I hate clean.
And I think it's about having some compassion for yourself and also recognizing like what's really important. And if it's, maybe doing one thing, great coaches I've had in my life, but great coaches, they would one specifically set a timer for 10 minutes and commit to doing that one thing for 10 minutes only, because a lot of us are, and I'm one of them, an all or nothing. Like you have to do it all or you do nothing. And I think that's something that, especially for those that are working from home right now, I'm sure there's that pressure of like, okay, I got to check in because if you're working with an employer, my employer expects me to be checking in at 9:30 every morning. So let's make sure I go and sit at my computer and do my check-in, but then maybe an hour later, like, oh, maybe I should throw a load of laundry in. You know, it's all those, it's kind of about that commitment of what's important, and setting that time is what I find to be beneficial. It's like, okay, I'll commit to doing the dishes for 10 minutes. If I want to go more, I'll go more, but 10 minutes it is.
Well, and it's hard now because we can't really reward ourselves.
Right.
I mean, retail therapy is the best therapy, you know,
Find
or
rewards. Maybe
yeah,
you get to get up and dance.
yeah.
And it
Well,
doesn't cost as much.
you know, there are no hair appointments right now. You can't go get your nails done or your toes done or a massage or anything like that. I mean, everything's closed.
Yeah.
So those things we used to look forward to get us through to the end of the week, we have to come up with something new to take their place.
Yeah, yeah. So what are some things like that could be done at home? Like I'm thinking when you started saying the hair and the nails, obviously, Daisy Blue has some great products for that, for the especially for pedicures and keep taking care of your skin and your feet. And hello, Heather, and doing facials. Maybe that's something, especially if you have kids at home with you, you can have Friday night facial night.
Yeah, do little home mani-pedis and
Yeah.
facials.
So those that are listening, have you guys found that you're doing some different things with your kids that maybe you didn't do before? Or mine is definitely, there's definitely a lot more time spent. Like he wants to be with me now when I'm back from work. It's awesome. Not that he never did. He's 15 and a half. But it's interesting, like going for walks is different. I actually saw a meme on probably Facebook, but it was, families a month ago, and we're all on our computer, like, this is a phone. Pretend that's a phones and whatever. And then it had one like everybody's outside walking. And I'm like, oh, there's maybe some truth to that. But it was just a cute little meme. But yeah, some other ideas, maybe baking. We've been baking more. I just noticed different things that maybe we're doing too. So yeah.
It's interesting. I think we'll have to have, probably unfortunately, but an indoor Easter egg hunt. It's always fun to color Easter eggs and hide the eggs and that sort of thing.
Yes, yep. So something that I've seen, at least in Albert Lea, Minnesota, maybe it's all of Minnesota, I'm curious if it's down in your state too, is that people are putting hearts up in their windows. So they're doing little cutout hearts. So if there's people out walking, then it's kind of that encouragement that when they're walking by your home, you have hearts, up in your window, and like just cardboard or cut out hearts. So yeah, nothing yet.
No, the only thing I've seen so far was a stuffed monkey, like a little stuffed animal with a monkey.
Was he waving?
Maybe we can start that. I don't know. I know in Atlanta, where my mom is, in the downtown Atlanta area, there's tons of high rises, and everyone's going out on their balconies at 8 o'clock every night and just applauding, just clapping and singing and saying thank you to all the first responders and the doctors and the nurses, and it's everyone that's working to take care of us. So it's really cool.
That is really cool. That is really cool. I've seen some of the videos of that happening other places too, but that is neat. So looks like Krista said they're going on longer walks. Yep, that makes sense. Heather has been practicing driving a lot, getting her hours done. Good deal. Yeah, it's probably pretty quiet, maybe a little quieter out there, but that's
a good time to be out practicing.
For sure, for sure. And you get out and you're not stuck at home, so.
Yeah, just getting out. I mean, we ordered takeout from our favorite pizza place tonight, and just to get out of the house for a little bit long enough just to go pick it up and come back, it's good. It's refreshing.
Well, and now, as I think I shared last night, Minnesota is in a, I call it the stay-at-home order. I know there's like a proper name for it, and forgive me because I've been making hand sanitizer and working all day long. So there is a name for it. what is it? I don't remember what it's
Is it
called.
shelter in place?
Sure, that sounds right. I'm going with that. So,
Okay.
it's going to be very interesting to see when that happens now. I think most people honor that, which will be great. Food is obviously not going anywhere. As far as I know, we'll still have takeout and we'll still have delivery, or at least delivery for sure. But I know, like with my business being a needed business at this time, if I have anyone even volunteering to come help me, I need to have an actual letter. So if they do get pulled over, to show that they are a viable business and having to go to work. So that's part of you have to show that you have reason to be out. Now that's if it happens, if you were to get pulled over for being out. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens over the next couple weeks.
We don't have anything like that I'm aware of. Um, that would be interesting, though.
Yeah, well.
So as the employer, you have to give that to the employee.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
your
wow.
employer has to give that to you. So if we have some people coming in and volunteering as well with us, that have been working through all of this, they need to have that letter with them from us. A sort of, it's basically just it's a legal document that we give them that says you are able to come to work. And here's why, because we're deemed a viable, needed business during this time. And it's being smart and it's being safe, because there's probably a lot of companies that maybe would not honor that. So I know there's a lot of good reasons for that, because we want to, flatten that curve. So yeah. All right. Upbeat
That's
time.
interesting.
Yes.
Okay, good news.
Yes.
Well, someone who's not hurting for business is our local Chick-fil-A. Oh my God.
I bet.
The line is just crazy. And it doesn't matter what time of day you go by there. I mean, they're killing it.
Yeah. I think that it's been really cool to see just all the local businesses stepping up and supporting people, but also even more so the community supporting each other. So, I mean, that's what, and I'm sure it's really cool that they have such a long line. Well, and I will say we don't have one of those here in Albert Lee. I think there's one in the Twin Cities. I know. So there isn't one. And I'm a vegetarian, but I still love their. They have a salad that I get when I go there, and it's wonderful. And I love the fries, whatever.
The French fries. Oh
yes,
my gosh.
Yes,
they're the best.
I love French fries, so they're awesome. But yeah, we don't have one here, so I'm sure that if we did, we'd probably experience it. Maybe up in the cities they are experiencing it there, but we don't. Yeah. So.
Well, they're awesome.
I can imagine the line.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yes. It's really nice. All the local businesses are trying to help each other best they can. And like for instance, the shopping center where the Vintage Rooster is over in Norfolk, they're trying to pull together kind of like a drive-through shopping experience.
Oh, interesting.
Not like the house to work, but there's a cupcake shop and a pound cake shop. So that's pretty easy, as far as like driving up and just picking whichever one you want, I guess. Or maybe order online and you're just picking up. But some of the other stores, not quite sure how that's going to work yet. But everyone's working together trying to figure it out. How can we drive business? How can we get people in safely and support each other?
Yeah. And I think that's, this is a great time for obviously compassion and understanding and, this is a time to support each other. I mean, just bottom line is let's support each other, and hopefully all of us come out even better at the end. So hi, Sandy, I see you. So I'm curious, everybody, this is a happy hour. We told you to bring your favorite beverage. So for those that are live with us, let us know what your favorite beverage is or what you maybe have in your hand right now. We'd love to hear it. So our plan with these is that we'll keep doing these weekly, right? We'll have a once a week happy hour, and maybe we'll start sharing some of our favorite drink recipes and what my favorite tea might be and things you can do, crazy things you can do with other things. So that's kind of what I'm excited for too.
Yep, that sounds great. And of course, I want to know what everybody's favorite stress snacks are. What's your tea or snacks?
Yes. My friend Heather, yes, wine. I love it. I think my favorites, if I'm doing a stretch just to eat, I'd probably say maybe some chocolate. And it's funny because I didn't like anything chocolate or candy till maybe I was 30. So, oh, Krista's having her tea. What kind of tea are you having, Krista? We'll wait for her to
It'll
post. But
take a
yeah,
second.
yep, it will. We're a little delayed with it. So I never liked chocolate. And I like when I started eating it, I'm like, oh, this is weird. I turned 30. You know how hormones start changing it every decade, it's something new, isn't it? Like
Mm-hmm.
every decade, there's a new change. But now I like really dark chocolate, like dark chocolate with orange in it, or dark chocolate with sea salt, or and pair it with a glass of wine. Perfect. Yes.
Those
Chris.
perfect things. So, Peggy, what is Zevia ginger ale?
Oh, it's Zevia. I think that is kombucha. Is it kombucha? Kombucha? Sorry, kombucha. Hello. So I think it's kombucha if I remember correctly, but I don't know for sure. I think it is. Lemon tea, delicious. Stress-free snacks or tacos. Oh yeah. Like
Tacos any day.
tacos any day. I love tacos. Luckily, my boys
Yes.
have always loved tacos. You can't go wrong with that.
No, I can eat Mexican food
Yes. Yeah.
probably every night.
Or mashed potatoes. Like I love mashed potatoes too. So, oh, it's pop.
Pop.
Oh, right. Yep, I'm picturing it now. Thanks, Peggy. Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
hmm.
Comes in a green can, I think, if I remember correctly. I've seen it at the co-op. So, I like ginger ale.
I'll
Yes.
have to look for that.
Chips, cheese, and salsa, or chips and top the tater. So, Sharon, oh, salty and chocolate, of course. Yes. Do you know what top the tater is?
No.
No. I think it's a Minnesota or a Midwestern thing because we'll have friends come up from the South and they'll have originally lived here and they're like, get me a case of top the tater because I have to bring it home with me. So it's definitely a Minnesota favorite. It is basically like a thicker sour cream with chives in it and some seasoning in it. And maybe someone knows exactly what's in it, but it's just like it rocks. So I grew up I remember getting the pop is calorie and sugar free, not the that's funny because I saw
Not the
not
top
the top
potato.
not the tater is calorie free, yes. But it's good fats. It's yeah. But we grew up with like buying those boxes, like a big box. Some of you will know this. Maybe they still have them, but they boxes, and then they have 2 bags of like just Ripple chips in there, potato chips.
Mm.
Yeah, you're like, no, Old Dutch, I think is one of them. And then you get the top the tater, and you would just like, that was like our Friday night watching a movie with the family treat.
Mm.
So
So it's like a sour cream dip.
when I come down, or you know what, maybe I'll have to ship you some. If I fly down, I probably won't be able to bring you any, but I'll have to show you sometime because it's a chip dip, yeah, or you put it on top of your baked potato, or yeah. So top
Ooh,
tater, I love top potato.
that's awesome. Top the tater.
Yep.
That's a great one. Okay, I have to remember that.
You'll have to because once you
Trying to
have.
think. What do we have down here that you may not have up there? I'm gonna have to think about that for a minute. Because there's some things that we have that I just won't eat. That's like Southern, like jerky. Ugh, no. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, we'll save it for next week's happy hour.
Yeah.
Random thoughts with Sharon and Jena. We can rename it.
What do you have to eat that we don't have to eat?
Right?
Local foods, regional food. How's that?
Yes, I like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yes, how's everything else going?
Everything's good. I think the best good news is all of my family, all my friends, everyone's healthy. So that's great news. That's the best news.
Yep, for sure. Yep, for sure. So crawdads. Oh,
Oh Lord.
do you have crawdads where you're at? I don't know if you're that far south.
That's a Louisiana thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't eat crawdad.
No. Yeah, food is an interesting and very selective to regions. So we experience that for sure. So
So everybody else, do you have any good news to share? Anything new and exciting?
yeah, those of you that we'd love to hear from you if you do have anything happening that's exciting or you want to share something fun.
I think that's really neat what you said about people putting hearts in the window. That's really
Yeah.
sweet. So maybe they're doing that, elsewhere too. But I haven't seen anything like that around here.
I've seen the people are drawing in the streets too, like with sidewalk chalk. So people have
Oh,
been out doing some like inspirational messages on the sidewalks in front of their homes, or you're like on the streets in front of their homes if people are out walking. So it's been fun to see, yeah, some of the inspirational things going on around that too. So that's
well,
all.
it sure is nice to see everyone working together.
Yeah, yeah. For sure. That was I don't know if you guys heard that. My cat decided to attack one of the plants next to me. So sorry for that quick, like, what? Yeah, crazy cats. So,
You
oh,
need to show
Krista.
people Jasper and how big he is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sharon got to see, for those of you that are on and have seen my cat before, friends that are on, Jasper is he's not a little boy. He's a big boy. So before we started the call, Ethan had to come and show Sharon, Jasper, which, when he holds, it's it's like this because it's a huge cat. That would be fun. Maybe we do our happy hour with pets. I don't know.
Bring your pet
Oh
to
my God.
happy hour.
Right? Yes. And I've heard there's this weird new show on Netflix talking about animals. What is it called? It's a whole
Tiger King.
yes. I haven't watched it yet. So I haven't seen. I don't know.
Amelia is obsessed. She
Yeah.
binge watched both episodes instead of doing homework.
Well, of
And
course.
I refuse to watch it. I don't know. I think it would be too upsetting to me because it talks about things, the exotic animal trade and people raising baby tigers and selling them. I don't know.
It's
I
not
can't
happy.
take that right now.
Let's not go there.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Jenna,
But it
that's
seems
a
to be
topic.
the thing. It's the highest rated show on Netflix right now.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'll just watch The Mandalorian or Outlander, Poldark.
We want everyone watching us. So that's the goal.
Yes,
So don't watch those bad, scary shows. Just come and hang out with Jenna and Sharon. Then we'll
right.
make you smile or at least laugh. So Krista says her daughter's birthday's tomorrow, 18th birthday.
Aww.
Happy birthday. That's awesome. Are you doing it? Let us know what you're going to be doing, Krista. And then Carol, she's having some wine. Awesome. Sounds like a good idea, Carol. Are you a red or a white wine drinker? And we'll be delayed, I'm sure, a little.
It'll take her a second.
Yeah.
Well,
do you know what's been fun too is that we've had there's been a lot of companies that are doing like make and take meals. I shouldn't say companies, but restaurants and chefs, they're doing take meals, which I mean, what a great opportunity now, especially for people, nurses, doctors, those that are having to work a lot of long hours right now, just to have another opportunity to have something they can just make and take that maybe wasn't available before. So that's been kind of fun to see, and how cool for them that not only is it keeping them in business, but it also is just another way to help out.
Yep.
Yep.
We have a couple businesses around here where they're just delivering free food to the hospital. And we have some cases, but nothing near like what you have. So but people are still trying to do everything they can.
Yeah. And that may change, Sharon, if you do get into that same, I keep saying stay at home, but if your state changes how they're doing things. But it's interesting though how people have really just stepped up and embraced it. And I'll be honest, I haven't really gotten groceries in like a week. I've just been I did a few deliveries on some make and takes, and I had a Schwann's. It's like you probably don't know what Schwann's is. Do you know what Schwann's is?
Yeah, here.
Yep. So we had a Schwann's delivery, just to get some freezer items. But so it's been very interesting. Like I haven't kind of fallen into the like, oh, I better go get toilet paper. I'm down to 2 rolls. So for those listening, if I do have some at work, I kind of stash. So, I have a few that we keep there. So yeah, if, if I'm on Sunday going, I need a roll of toilet paper. Anybody? I could start trading sanitizer for toilet paper. Maybe that's what's going to end up happening. So
That might happen.
stay tuned for that. Oh, funny.
Well,
All right,
the times
Carol.
that I've been out, there's
What?
been no toilet paper. None.
Yeah, we don't have any here either. So it's going to be. I may be calling on some friends and family. Hey, got some toilet
You got a square to spare?
square to spare. That might be my new tagline. Jena needs a square to spare. Oh my goodness. So.
Okay. Well, I know it's been a long week. Jena, do you want to just share a little bit of the craziness for today at work?
I definitely will. So, yeah, it's been, today was probably one of the most craziest days we've had in quite some time. And that's just because we are servicing so many. Well, first we had an article published in the paper that we were doing the hand sanitizers for businesses. I had no idea so many businesses and large corporations that could not get sanitizer. It's been insane. I mean, if we had the capacity to do thousands upon thousands, we could service so many more companies, but unfortunately we don't. And unfortunately, we can't get the supplies. So fortunately, we do have a good number that we are supporting here locally. So it's been really cool to see how many companies from the food industry. We have a couple of large food manufacturers here in Albert Lea, and they're stocking up on sanitizers with us. And I'm making them a lot of these companies that have to stay open, like like the food service companies that service a lot, or those that have like 100 or more employees coming into work. Those are my priority too, to make sure they're getting a little bit more. We did a 1 jug limit. We had to change it up. We were allowing a lot more before, but we wouldn't be able to service all the businesses in need if we continued. So we had to make some changes, but it's great. I mean, it's such a positive, amazing thing that they're so appreciative. And who knew? Like, it just blows me away the difference we can help make to fill that need. And I'm just glad that we were able to pivot everything and stop production on everything else at this point, just to focus in on that and help them out and, keep us as a viable business. And, that's our goal. And let's do this all together and help each other, and feels good.
I think it's
Cheers
great.
to that.
Yeah. Wait,
Cheers.
here I go. There's the camera. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're really not luscious, but it is happy hour.
Yes. For those joining, I think it's so cute that Sharon is drinking a Corona. I'm just amazed. This is awesome. There you go.
Not afraid of it.
Nope. Kind of is like a good beach memories.
Oh yeah. I know. It's so weird to think. I mean, 2 weeks ago, we were in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
On the beach. Just like none of this was going on, and came home and it just smacked us in the face. And now, their country has been shut down.
Mm-hmm.
We got out almost a week before they closed all the incoming and outgoing flights. And it's so sad because their country depends on tourism so much. And so hopefully at some point in the future, we'll be able to go back and support them again and visit our favorite places, our favorite people. We just love it there. But so 2 weeks ago, we were watching the sunset on the beach and having drinks, and it was just really nice.
Yeah, and how fortunate to at least have had that experience and not have to miss a trip too, because I think of so many, I feel so bad for so many people that had trips planned that are now postponed. So, I mean, there's just a lot of changes. I know that's not the focus, but there's just been a lot of changes happening. We just have to go with it. And so maybe next week we talk about favorite vacation places. Maybe we go on a vacation next week. A
Ooh,
virtual vacation.
yeah, that would be awesome. Where would we go?
Well, let's wait and see. We'll find out next.
We'll
Tune
see
in
what
next week to see where Jena and Sharon are traveling.
So Carol said no Corona beer.
Carol. She also has white wine, so that's cute.
She'll have to tell us why at some point.
Yeah, I have a feeling that you're supporting Corona beer because too many people aren't buying it.
I am supporting their
There you
business.
go. Keep that business in business. Yep.
Yes. Well, we've supported a lot of different businesses lately.
Yeah.
So some Absolute, some Captain Morgan's.
Well, I said, one of my favorite bourbons is the company that we had partnered with, the J. Carver Distillery. So I guess next week maybe I'll do that so we can talk a little bit about that process too and share what they're doing too, because there's some cool things that a lot of distilleries are now approved to do regarding sanitizers. So we'll save it for a future call, but a lot of cool things happening. A lot of cool things happening. I just want to point out, Peggy had posted earlier that another idea is writing letters to family and friends. I'm like, that is brilliant because I don't know the last time I got a handwritten, well, for sure not a handwritten letter in the mail. Maybe a card. No, Christmas. I mean, those are the fun little things too. So maybe this is a great opportunity for you to, take pen to paper, write an actual letter out or take a note card and just say, hey, thinking of you. I think this is a great opportunity. We have so many different ways we can stay in touch. And yeah, very cool.
That is a great idea. Or maybe go through that big box of pictures. That were supposed to go in a scrapbook and never made it there.
Yeah. I've given up on my scrapbooks. I'm okay with that. We'll go digital.
I had to make peace with it at one point.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be cool to learn how to scrapbook and make the really pretty books with all the cutouts and all the designs, and never happened. I failed miserably.
That's okay. You just get to excel at other things.
Oh yeah. That's it.
For sure. So.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll see you back Monday night. And in the meantime, let us know if you have any questions or suggestions. If you want to share any secrets about this snack you're not supposed to be eating, just let us know.
Yes, awesome. Thank you guys for coming on with us and having our first happy hour.
Yay!
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Bye. Have a great weekend. Stay healthy.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.